right? This shit is scary now. We done transcended to the point of no return. You hear me? Now, we reached a place where it's like we're not famous, but we can't be infamous. We can't, I mean, we can become infamous, but we can't become unfamous, like Dave Chappelle said. And people are like, what's wrong? Like, why is he stuttering so much lately? Because I'm fucking terrified. I'm like, damn, I thought this shit was just gonna be my imagination and me just as a disadvantaged, hopeful underdog person, maintaining my hope for life despite being disadvantaged. I thought that was what I was gonna amount to. So just a very hopeful, just driven, disadvantaged person. I never thought it would transition to the point where people have to respect it on a social level. And like people would embrace and respect that shit. I'm stunned. For real. So I can't even put words to it sometimes. Like, typically I'm very swift with the eloquence. People are like, yeah, he's brilliant, he's that. Lately, it's like, shit, I'm just blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey. You know what I'm saying? When I'm seeing his success, I'm stunned. So I don't give a fuck about a jealous motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, I'm still digesting the feelings of having the baby success I have. Too much to even catch up to what a jealous person is thinking. So no, I'm not about to compromise with the Illuminati now. I don't care that local, yeah, now that's a good point for people to discuss. As far as like local artists embracing us and shit, what up, baby? As far as that local shit, that local support, the EC Marv shit, that's cool. I'm glad, but that's not what I'm doing it for. Local or popular celebrity artists to endorse us so that we can feel validated. Fuck that shit. No. We already knew we had talent long before any of them people took the time to recognize. And we already knew what our goal and mission was before anybody took the time to recognize. God, keeping our soul, keeping the artistic quality at the highest capacity we can reach. You know, the art, God, our people, feel me? Fuck the Illuminati, fuck that weak ass, basic ass rap, conveying stereotypes and propaganda. That shit is trash. We ain't endorsing that shit, and I'm thankful y'all support us, but I'm gonna keep it real. I don't support that bullshit. I don't support destruction of my community. I'm on some Tupac shit for real, and let niggas feel however they want to feel about it. Women, people, radio, Illuminati, feel all how you ever want to feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Receive it, digest it however you prefer. Because our decisions in our minds is made completely, totally up. We don't give a fuck. You feel, you figure out how you feel. Facts. I'm not playing about this shit. So, God bless everybody. My homeboy, Eric Carmichael, was killed. He used to live in this apartment right here. We on 149th and Kinsman, in the ruins of where I used to reside. You know what I'm saying? This is what gentrification does. This is what the sociological capitalistic direction and navigation of society leads to fucking ruins. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy Donnie, who got the best Reggie on Kinsman. Shout out Donnie. Shout out Kinsman. He used to stay in that building right there. And it mysteriously burned down. It was a CO who used to work there. One night, I guess he was really tired and just exhausted. You know, I guess he left some electrical wiring unkept or just exposed in a dangerous way that led to the fucking whole building burning down. Seriously. There was a correctional officer who just was being thoughtless and careless with his appliances in his home. Burned the whole fucking building. But the most critical thing I could acknowledge right now, especially in the past, Beach, rest in peace Beach, rest in peace Eric Carmichael, rest in peace Jonathan Peters, all our brothers and our affiliates, our people that played roles in our lives that were snatched from this realm because of corruption of society, you know, and just the ugliness of humanity. I just want to say thank God. I just want to say God rest their souls, and just say all you niggas that want to promote that Illuminati shit, this is exactly why I don't fuck with y'all. You feel me? Because I have real friends who are dead. I have real integrity, real morals. I don't want the Illuminati fame. I don't want to be Tekashi with an ice cream, licking the ice cream like a homosexual. No, I don't want to put on a dress like the other people. I'm not going to name people. I'm just going to say, now that we're elevating to a higher plateau, we're going to reinforce our whole mission statement even that much more. You know what I'm saying? The higher we go, the more we're going to intensify and solidify what our whole agenda was from the beginning. We're not going to lose even a taste of our essence. We're going to intensify that shit. Feel me? And we keeping God first. We still believe in God, the Bible. A lot of people don't believe that I'm serious about what I'm saying. I am. A lot of people don't understand why or what the philosophy behind why and the direction I'm going is. But it's like this. We discovered that the Illuminati and all these people are, all these Freemasons are practicing witchcraft of the devil. So we just want to remain outside of that. Just simple as that. The whole industry is completely infiltrated by corruption, and we want to remain independent of that. So we in faith in God, strictly no capitalistic advantage or assets or any type of leverage. We don't have any assets or collateral to give us the confidence to fight the capitalistic machine. All we have is our art, talent, faith, and determination. You know what I'm saying? And I could talk about this shit all day. You know what I'm saying? For example, like, what was one of them? Oh yeah, one of the major turning points for me in my artistic journey and identifying things as what they were, which would lead to my choice, was the whole Jay-Z thing. I watched a documentary called The Truth Behind Hip Hop. It was on YouTube. It was just like a pastor at a church giving a demonstration, like a seminar, using music, using references of different popular artists to expose the occultism and the Satanism behind the popular mainstream shit. This is one of the first times I ever was convinced of that it was real. He took a Jay-Z song. Basically, Jay-Z came out with an album called the Black Album. And there was a rock group called like Danger Mouse or something like that. They're like an underground rock group. And they came out with an album called the White Album, or Danger Mouse is a DJ, excuse me. And he took the Beatles' White Album and collaborated with Jay-Z's Black Album, made it the Gray Album. Right? It's an underground mixtape. It's creative though. It was just a very exceptional combination of artists, you know, just a legendary fusion. It was cool. It was a creative idea, but there was a lot of subliminal messaging incorporated into the music. He played one of the songs backwards from Jay-Z that was on the Great Album. And in the background, when you play it forwards, it just sounds like gibberish and nonsense. But when you play it backwards, it's like 666. Murder, murder, Jesus. 666. Yeah. And I just was stunned. I'm like, man, that couldn't be real. I'm like, play it backwards. I went and started Googling, like, what is the Great Album? Like, I just needed confirmation. Like, I'm like, no, this shit couldn't be real. But when I went and looked it up and discovered, like, this is a legitimate thing, like, he really was encoding some deep demonic-ass message in his music, it just seemed so far-fetched. Like just as a music listener who had never been exposed to anything like that, I just considered it preposterous. Like, what the fuck? Some demonic shit in music? That just seems ridiculous. I thought that they were true to their persona. Like, oh, he's a kingpin, he's a drug dealer. You know, that's his persona. You know what I'm saying? I figured that's what he was. I believed him. So then when I discovered these secretive, carefully encoded, secretive subliminal messages in it, I'm like, what the fuck? It gave me a whole new perspective on him as a person. I'm like, man, this dude is a fucking secret, a wicked ass mastermind. This dude is a fucking evil genius. I thought he was like a drug kingpin genius, a street intellect. I'm like, man, this dude is fucking evil. This dude is diabolical. Like, I never knew that. You know what I'm saying? But from then on, I knew to peer in just a little more closer on what I was hearing and seeing, and it totally just, it just transformed my perspective. It really transformed my perspective. I never looked at music the same after that shit. And that shit fucked my head up, you know what I'm saying? Then he showed the same documentary, G. Craig Lewis. He said, look at Biggie Smalls, who was a fucking legendary, iconic artist. I mean, just a key contribution to the whole culture. B.I.G., Notorious Biggie Smalls. He was like, before Biggie died, he was gonna come out with a clothing line called 666. Yeah, Notorious B.I.G. And I was like, I was stunned by that. I didn't believe that. But then he showed certain images where the dude had on like a puffy like winter vest. Biggie had a puffy winter vest on with a white long t-shirt under it, and on his black hoodie or his black winter coat, it said 666 on it. You know what I'm saying? So it was really mysterious. I'm like, wow, I had no idea such a deliberate, demonic, like what's the word? Algorithm behind this shit. I didn't know. I was like, man, this shit is ridiculous. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't accept it for a long time. It's like my friend who got to go to the hospital. It's like him. I was in this state of like disbelief, this state of confusion, shock, trauma, almost a traumatizing disbelief. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. I don't know who that is. But yeah, it's cool. You feel me? This is my block. You know, if I died here, I would be happy. You know what I'm saying? For real. This is where so much developmental growth, so much of my life, such a key transition in my life happened here. Like this means everything to me. This is almost sound like you playing that Tupac too. That's deep. That's deep. But yeah, like man, this place plays such a key role in my life. I feel permanently bonded to it. Yeah. But yeah, when I found out all that demonic shit was happening, what's up, my nigga? My whole perspective changed. I'm like, shit, I thought I was rapping. I thought I was creating at the fullest capacity of the most unfiltered expression I could.